Well, it's Tuesday, so that means a new Daybreak trailer just dropped. Time to check it out and give my thoughts, like always. Dave Fennoy, show me what you got. I'm excited for this one. Ah, why? Rise of the Grendel again?
I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, the better.
Okay. Oh, let's hear the S-Craft. Okay,
Legend of Heroes trails through Daybreak.
that wasn't bad.
From here, a new trail begins.
Damien. They ran out of funding, so they could only afford Damien to say that line once. They were like, we're just gonna recycle it. It's the it's the classic Falcom spirit to just recycle what you already have. Because yeah, why pay the other voice actors to voice a couple lines at the end of the trailer? We already got one. It's good. It's pretty good right there. Okay, Dave Fennoy. First off, he sounded pretty good. He had that certain level of gruffness and just overall rough nature that I would expect from, well, one, an older man, but a man of also who's old and basically grizzled. This grizzled sort of war vet looking old man with an eye patch. I can tell that he's gonna have some great lines, some great delivery. Some of the grunts in the S-Craft sounded a bit. They weren't bad, but they sounded like they didn't have that sort of impact that you would expect. Sort of like that would come from your lungs as you're yelling out those things. Whatever the kanji he was saying for the martial arts. Because yes, Bergard is a martial arts master. As it says right here in the description that Nisa has so generously given to us. Bergard Zeman is a master of the Kunlun style, one of the East's 3 great martial arts schools, and has a number of disciples scattered across the continent. He was also Van's former master and taught him proper martial arts. That's why in Van's S-Craft, you see him toss up his stun caliber and start punching people, which you will of course find more out in the game. When the war between the... Nisa, I found a typo already. Oh no. Is this a foreshadowing of things to come? When the war between the Arab... Oh, the poor intern. He was like, I don't get paid enough for this. I'm only going to spend 5 seconds writing this description. When the war between the Arabonia, yes, the Arabonia, Osborne would approve. Yes, the might of the Arabonian Empire. Oh gosh. And Calvard began. Van received news that Bergard had lost his life in an incident. But that seems to have not been the case. Ooh, intrigue, mystery, deceit. What's his backstory? Well, you'll find out. Like I said previously, in the game. Buy the game, guys. Buy the game, please. Buy 3 copies. Make it so Falcon hurries up and just gives Nisa the script earlier, so we can get Kuro 2 by this time next year. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. They keep showing off Kai no Kiseki stuff, and the hype is getting really hard to conceal the hype. And I still have to finish Kuro 2. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Some things just take a while. But Bergard, yes, as stated, he is a master of the Kunlun style. And Calvard has 3 martial arts schools, which is the Kunlun style that Bergard and Van know. Then there's the Typo school, which Kilika, Zin, Walter, Angelica all practice in. The other style is called the Gekka style, which is the style of martial arts that Sao and his men use from Heiyue. I'm very disappointed. I did say in my Discord, I was like, oh, if they don't show this one aspect, I'm gonna be angry. As a joke. And they didn't show it. They didn't show Bergard riding his orbital bike. Come on. He's this badass old man. He has a motorcycle. Show it off. Come on, Nisa. What are you doing? Oh, that's okay. That just means I get to show off all the cool stuff. Wahahaha. Obviously keeping things as spoiler-free as possible. But I've always really enjoyed playing with the martial arts style characters, even if they're not the most meta or the best characters. I liked playing as Zin in the Sky games, for instance. I actually mained Zin in FC, and it wasn't until SC where you had access to all the characters, and especially when you got to Sky the Third, it was just like, alright Zin, sorry, you're being benched forever. But Van has a lot of really cool, like, martial arts style crafts that he gets later on as he levels up. Bergard is pretty fun to play with. He's definitely the physical powerhouse character of this game, where you just build him for pure strength and accuracy, because, well, what good is strength if you don't hit the enemies? No, yeah, even though I was a bit shaky on Dave Fennoy's performance, mainly in the combat section, in the actual speaking section, it sounded perfectly fine. I have confidence that he will do Bergard justice, simply because he's been around for a really long time, and I mostly know him for his role as Lee Everett from the Walking Dead Telltale games, and Lucius Fox from the Batman Telltale games. And I know he did some like fighting game characters, or maybe it was like League of Legends characters, I'm not sure. A lot of voice actors in the JRPG sphere seem to do League of Legends stuff as well, as from what I've noticed, which is interesting. But he has a great voice. He's a fantastic voice. And when I first heard him speak, I was like, oh, that's definitely Lee. He just kind of has, he doesn't have much range, but that style of voice that he does is just so good. And before I forget, here's a couple of Japanese voice clips for comparison's sake.
Bergard Zeman. 今はそう名乗らせてもらっている。なかなか面白い若者たちが集まっているようだな。だがあれから5年か。あの若輩者がすっかり見違えたものだ。先ほどの娘への気遣いといい、己の流儀を貫き通していると見える。
And yeah, what's the deal with them using Rise of the Grendel again in the trailer? Like, what? There's more than 3 battle themes in the game, guys. You can... I guess they really just want to go hardcore and just recycle the same songs over and over again. It is really like they just handed the making of these trailers off to like a really low-level intern who has no idea what Trails is, and they're like, oh, here, good luck, champ. Make us proud. Maybe we'll let you on the team. Really, you promise? Oh, that poor intern. He's never gonna be on the team. He's gonna be stuck making these trailers for the rest of his life. A moment of silence, please, for that poor intern. But seriously, there's so many other battle themes there. Not even just battle themes, there's so many other just pieces of music they could have used. Like, yeah, someone mentioned Decay in the Animal Trail would have worked. Days of Forest Flowers, maybe. Deep Mountain Valleys would have worked. Scorching Impacts would have worked. Yeah, Hard Desperation. You could have used Hard Desperation. That's a fitting track for a man of his stature. Yeah, they love Rise of the Grendel. I mean, it's a good track, but Diabolic Howl, maybe, would make a breakthrough work. Now, I think that one's a bit too sort of like set piece sounding. Yeah, they could have used Be Prepared. It literally has a guitar riff in the first couple seconds. Like, it opens with a guitar riff. Come on. Anyway, yeah, questionable trailer decisions aside, it was still really cool to hear Dave Fennoy. I can't wait to hear all of these, and well, yeah, with this, that marks the end of the main cast. So I wonder if we'll continue to get more trailers based off of the initial trailer, where they'll go through and show off Elaine, Rune, Shizuna, Mare. Oh no, wait, no, yeah, we still have Mare. So I think, will Mare be next week, or I guess we'll see. If next week we get Elaine or Rune, then that means that we'll be getting more of the other cast. They are the main cast, but they're not main cast. You know what I mean. Sort of like how Aurelia or Victor or Toval are technically main characters, but they're not a part of the main cast. They're like side main characters. And I do wonder, yeah, will we get one for Zin? I kind of hope we'll get one for Zin. I wonder if they'll bring back his original voice actor. Because we haven't heard anything from Zin. We haven't heard anything from any of the other returning characters. I think I've rambled long enough. Thank you guys for joining me on this one. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button on your way out. It helps push it out into the algorithm more, gets more Trails fans' eyes on the channel, gets more of them involved. Leave a comment down below telling me what you thought. And hey, if you're here and you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. My goal is to hit 1K by the end of August, so we've got a bit of time, but we got a long road ahead of us. I can only do so with the help of you guys. And, speaking of you guys, a very special thank you to my current channel members, KM115 and Eri Hitsuki. I still can't believe that there's people out there that would actually want to support me in that way. It just, just blows my mind. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
All right, what's next?